Philip Schuyler is the main character in Monkey Face Chronicles. The story begins in his last year of elementary school in the small town of Fairview, somewhere in Ontario. Philip is a very bright student and a very good hockey player, but is a social outcast. He was born with Vanderwood's syndrome, or cleft lip, hence the title of the book, Monkey Face. Early on in the book, we see all the injustices Philip faces in school. He is an easy target of bullying, not only by the boys, but by the girls too. His twin brother and his grandfather always have his back, though. He vows to get revenge on anyone who's ever wronged him and to go very far from Fairview. In fact, it's one of his grandfather's saying, shallow men believe in luck, strong men believe in cause and effect, that will help him overcome the most challenging obstacles he has yet to face. He soon discovers that reality isn't what he thought it was, and a life changing experience takes him all the way to Toronto, where he becomes someone he didn't know he could be. Richard Scarsbrook writes a story about a guy for guys. He's able to capture the essence of life in a small town and the adversity Philip faces as an outcast in such a small community. He also explores the questions and issues that teenage boys face in general, but he uses humor throughout the book, which makes it enjoyable and not so depressing when things really go wrong. Definitely a worthwhile read. The next book was written by Rosalind Wiseman. She spent 2 years traveling through the U.S. talking to teenage male students from diverse backgrounds, public, private, boarding schools, and colleges, about problems they face every day. The result was The Guide: Managing Douchebags, Recruiting Wingmen, and Attracting Those You Want. This book is written in a boy friendly format, which means it's not a huge medical or psychology encyclopedia. Through a series of interviews, Wiseman is able to identify and answer the most challenging questions guys had about physical, emotional, social, and relationship issues. She discusses her act like a man box theory. She asks participants in her book to identify the characteristics shared by the popular boys in school, then some characteristics shared by those from the not so popular crowd. Through the years, boys are often told, act like a man, which many times means all the descriptions used to describe the popular guys. She explores this idea with the young men and essentially lets them know that they don't have to be boxed in. Wiseman offers tips, suggestions, and strategies to help cope with these issues and others that teenage boys face today. Both the Monkey Face Chronicles and the Guide are excellent tools for any teenage guy. It is basically the book with all the questions you wanted answered but never dared to ask. Pick them up today at the LSS School Library Commons today.